Yeah, but you're going below the boat there, ladies.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
don't
I'm
go below
happy
the
to
boat.
do it.
Welcome to WatchMojoUK, and today we're looking at the most hated reality TV participants in Britain. We also will be including celebrity contestants, as long as they were hated because of how they behaved on reality TV.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
She's senior features writer Nicola Gill of Cosmopolitan magazine.
Peter Marsh, come dine with me.
Dear Lord, what a sad little life, Jane.
Peter and Jane were both widely disliked during this notorious East Oxfordshire edition of Come Dine With Me, but only one of them has lived in infamy ever since. Though there are always arguments at the dinner table, that's what makes it worth watching in the first place, it's rare that contestants lose their manners in the last 5 minutes.
You ruined my night completely so you could have the money, but I hope now you spend it on getting some lessons in grace and decorum, because you have all the grace of a reversing dump truck without any tyres on.
But Marsh found himself dead last after getting upset with Jane during the main course and ruining the atmosphere. He was horrified when he opened the scroll to read.
So Jane, take your money and get off my property.
His rants remain a legendary television moment, though he maintains to this day that he was misrepresented by the show's editing.
It's a travesty that I didn't win. An utter travesty.
Molly-Mae Hague, Love Island.
The things I've done now are not because of Love Island, they're because of me and what I've decided to do in my work ethic.
She was popular enough during the 5th series of Love Island, coming second, along with then-partner Tommy Fury, but she became embroiled in a handful of scandals shortly after her departure. First was a bust-up with the Advertising Standards Authority after a dodgy prize pool, but she gained more public notoriety for some comments made on Stephen Bartlett's podcast.
When I reach one goal, it's what can I achieve next? It's never enough for me. And I think it's a bit of a downside to my personality, because when I achieve something incredible, I just want more.
She said that poverty wasn't an obstacle for success, and that everybody has the same 24 hours in a day, and that she became rich through graft and hard work, not by being a beauty queen who got a stint on Love Island. People were so angry that they changed her name to Molly-Mae Thatcher on Wikipedia.
And it's like I never am happy with where I'm at. I'm constantly working towards the next thing.
Gillian McKeith. I'm a celebrity, get me out of here.
That leaves one other person, Gillian. It might be you.
Oh, come on.
She wasn't exactly popular before going on I'm a Celeb, known most widely in the UK for crackpot dietary advice and being paid to look at people's poo. But her reputation sunk to new lows when she proved herself to be one of the worst I'm a Celeb contestants ever.
Gillian.
No. Oh, come on.
Come and join us, Gillian.
Could you?
Gillian, come over here. Come and join us, please.
It was her abysmal performance that led to the public repeatedly voting her to do the trials, even though the other contestants would definitely have preferred someone who could win some stars so that they could, eat.
We'll explain exactly what's going on, okay? Let's get Bob in. Bob.
Okay, bring the oxygen in, please.
This culminated in McKeith faking a fainting fit live on air to get out of doing another one, which was a very poor show indeed. Seann Walsh, Strictly Come Dancing. He was a popular comedian on the up before his Strictly appearance in 2018, but this led to one of the biggest scandals in UK television history.
I think that, obviously I'm sorry for the hurt that I've caused.
For weeks, the front pages were splashed with pictures of Walsh and his dance partner Katya Jones kissing. At the time, Walsh had a girlfriend, and Jones was married to another Strictly dancer. They apologised, and the affair clearly went no further, but it didn't matter.
I think, first of all, I would rather not be having to address this publicly.
Both careers, but particularly Walsh's, were decimated, and he was the UK's biggest villain. He's since said that he's still haunted by what happened and the effect it had, and we can't blame him. In hindsight, we really don't think a kiss was worth all this.
It's been 3 years. 3 years since Strictly Come Dancing. I think I can say it now. I think you overreacted.
Jedward, The X Factor.
I'm John. I'm Edward. And together we are John and Edward.
Do you love or hate these boys from Dublin? The divisive twins, with their unique hairstyles, shot to fame on The X Factor in 2008, and though they didn't win, they did begin a recording career under the stewardship of Louis Walsh.
Guys, why do you want to be pop stars?
We came to see all the ladies. Yeah, Sharon and Danny. Who wouldn't want girls shouting your name all over the place, going, John Edward?
They were massive, fronting national tours and producing international hits after appearing on Eurovision. But you just couldn't escape the haters at the height of their fame, with many people, Simon Cowell among them, thinking they were annoying, talentless, and looked absolutely ridiculous with that hair.
Not very good and incredibly annoying.
Tourism Island even jokingly apologised to the UK for Jedward in 2009. It was very strange to hear the Irish apologising to us for once.
We believe we have what it takes to go all the way in this competition. Once we get our 4 yeses, we're through to boot camp, and we'll see how it goes from there.
Megan Wolfe and Jordan Mundell, married at first sight. This show began as more of a documentary, as singletons signed up to be matched with potential partners by a cast of experts. But the format changed for the 6th series, which copied the Aussies version.
He and I felt that we were maybe a better match and just caught up in the moment. Jordan kissed me, I kissed him back.
With all the couples now living together in flats in one building and having regular social events organised by the production crew, the potential was there for people to stray. That was exactly what happened with Megan and Jordan, who cheated on their respective partners Bob and Alexis.
It's quite hurtful to hear that you still don't trust me, because I thought we were really on a level about that.
We're sure this drama got E4 high ratings, but Bob and Alexis really went through the ringer. Bob and Megan eventually decided to leave, with Megan seemingly putting minimal effort into the relationship.
I feel like I am paying for it, I really do. And that is why I'm still here, because I'm trying to repair something that wasn't even there in the first place.
Lady C, I'm a celebrity, get me out of here.
Yeah, you're an incredibly rude lady. I intend to be. You know what? Whatever you get, you deserve, because you're not a nice person.
Another I'm a Celeb gem was Lady C, a woman who was almost completely unknown by the general public before appearing on the show. She captured the nation's attention immediately because of her bizarre accent, which was thanks to her growing up in Jamaica.
Oh, you are an idiot. Yet again, another motor-mouth piece of crap.
I'll add this onto the list of names you have called people.
Even the most innocent conversation would be turned into a fiery argument if Lady C was involved, which made her eminently watchable, but widely disliked. And apparently her more famous contemporaries in the cast, namely Duncan Bannatyne, hated her as well, which led to her eventually quitting the show.
Because they're a bunch of deadbeats and bores, or pretentious pifflers, and one or two are nice.
This is why you're getting voted.
She's made a habit of appearing on reality shows ever since. Nasty Nick Bateman, Big Brother.
Will you lament its passing, Nick?
I think it's kind of obvious that Channel 4 today announced that next year will be its last one because of the falling ratings, but I think it's the wrong decision.
He was popular in the first ever Big Brother house in the UK, but not with the viewers at home. We saw all of his tricks, as he manipulated the other contestants and ensured it so that they would nominate others for eviction, and never him. And as it was, he never got evicted. He was actually asked to leave by the producers after they intervened and informed the other housemates of his activities.
I think the show over the last 4 or 5 years has been overproduced. The contestants have got more outlandish. The tasks have become very trivial.
He hasn't shaken the Nasty Nick persona, though he's all but disappeared from British media, having long since moved to Australia. Maybe down under they don't know what he's really like, and he's free to scheme to his heart's content.
It is almost a mirror of society. That's what goes on in real life, and people like to judge other people.
Nicola Gill, Blind Date. If the hisses and boos in the studio were anything to go by, people were outraged by Gill and her actions on Blind Date.
Well, Nicola, I have to say I've got more than a big surprise for you. Because I know what you're at. And I feel awfully deeply saddened by this.
Yes, this was the infamous journalist who plotted to get onto Blind Date and then write a column about her experience. Scylla was informed by producers that Gill worked for Cosmopolitan and was writing an article, but rather than tackle this behind the scenes, Scylla announced it to the whole studio while the cameras kept rolling.
You don't work as a temporary secretary. I know for a fact that you're an undercover journalist and you've robbed somebody of coming on a proper blind date. You work for Cosmopolitan magazine.
Worse, when Scylla asked her whether she had a boyfriend, Gill lied and said she was single. But as on-screen captions revealed, she was engaged to be married. Her date, Paul, was devastated.
Tell us, I mean, really, there was no way you were going to fall in love with him. Tell us the truth. Have you got a boyfriend?
No.
You haven't. Any children?
No.
Jade Goody, Big Brother.
She'll be like, where's my big boy gone? Right, Fred, sit there.
She was one of the first Big Brother contestants who shot to fame and became a genuine celebrity at the dawn of reality TV, but her reputation was complex, to say the least. During her tenure on Big Brother, and then Celebrity Big Brother, she was routinely attacked by the media, dubbed the most hated woman in Britain by The Sun.
I'll never forget I got a phone call from Danny to say, we've got these incredible pictures of Jade on a stretcher.
In hindsight, this was classism, plain and simple, but perhaps more sickening than what the tabloids said was the way they changed their minds when she was diagnosed with terminal cancer.
I mean, I can remember being asked by an editor, are you sure we can publish these pictures?
For all her flaws, she was clearly mistreated by the media and ultimately became beloved. Her death massively raised awareness of cervical cancer and led to a huge increase in women being screened.
Bye. Wave. 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 Wave, Freddie. Bye. Love you.
Let us know in the comments who you think should be forgiven by the public.
Gillian?
Okay.
Gillian? I think it's best if we go to a break right
Yes.
now and give Gillian the attention she needs.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojoUK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.